welcome to day 17 of the 25 days of yoga. I have a 10-minute yoga practice for you today, so let's get started. So coming to a comfortable seat on your mat, and your legs can be crossed or you can be sitting up on a block or a blanket, maybe you're up on your knees, just finding a position that feels easeful for you. We're going to take a minute here to breathe. So finding that comfortable position, just resting your hands gently in your lap. And your eyes can be closed or you can have a soft gaze. Just noticing your breath here. Allowing any anxieties, any frustrations you've been experiencing before this moment to just melt away. Put those on hold for the next 10 minutes and let yourself be present in this practice. Inhale, expand, let the belly fill up. Exhale, release, pulling that belly button in towards the spine. Inhaling again, expand. Exhale, sigh it out. Beautiful. If your eyes are closed, go ahead and blink them open. We're going to get started with a seated twist. So with our legs out in front of us, our feet are flexed, our toes are coming up towards the nose, our back is straight. We're going to take our right foot and bring it to the inside of the left thigh. So we're planting it onto the mat, and we're going to take the left arm, wrap it around that right thigh, for a twist, looking over that right shoulder. Beautiful. Coming back through center, we're going to switch sides now. So straightening that right leg, bending the left, placing it right next to that right thigh, taking that right arm, wrapping it around that leg and looking over the left shoulder. Really flexing that foot. Beautiful. Coming back to center. Stretching our legs out in front of us. Let's just give them a little shake here. And let's come onto our backs. Okay, so with our arms by our side, let's just bend the knees and bring the feet right up into the air. And we're going to lower them a third of the way down, then another third, and then hovering right above the ground and bringing it back up. So this is intense. So if this is a lot for you, you can do one leg at a time. So lowering a third, a third, hover, keeping that low back planted into the mat and lifting up. We're going to do it again. So lower, 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 hovering, so strong, engaging that core, bringing it back up, beautiful. Let's go ahead and bend those knees. Plant the feet on the mat and just windshield wiper those legs back and forth. Really beautiful. All right, now coming up to a seated position. We are going to move into boat pose with a twist. So with the knees bent, our back is straight, we're going to take our hands, we're just going to place them directly under our knees here. We're going to tip back into our boat pose, lifting up those toes. And now we're going to release the hands, bring them behind our head, and we're going to straighten the right leg, bending the left knee in as we bring the right elbow to the left knee. And bringing that back to center and switching sides now. So left elbow, right knee. Center, switching sides. Center, switch. Doing this now at your own pace. Trying to keep that spine straight. Engaging that core. Oh my, I am feeling this. You can stop whenever you're ready. I'm going to do one more on each side. Ooh, hello. Coming back into our boat. We bring the hands behind the legs or floating them by your sides. It's only 10 minutes, so let's give it what we have. And now lowering back down onto the mat. Beautiful. Bringing those knees into the chest. Giving them a squeeze. Really nice. Planting those feet now onto the mat. We're going to move into bridge pose. So bringing the feet as close to the sit bones as you can. Arms are by your sides. We're going to lift the hips up in the air. And release it down. And lifting up. And release. Lift. Release. And this time we're going to hold it. And you can snuggle those shoulders underneath the body, clasping the hands together under the body. Lifting those hips up, lift, lift, lift. And release it down. Beautiful. Squeezing those knees in towards the chest. All right. So we're going to move into half pigeon now. You can always do recline pigeon on your back. That's this one where our one leg is bent. We cross the other leg over, finding the variation that works for you. And if you're coming into half pigeon, let's just push into a downward facing dog, lifting up the right foot and bringing the right ankle to the left wrist, extending up first, and then lowering down into our half pigeon. Maybe you bring a block to rest your forehead on. Just feeling this release, breathing here. One more breath here. Beautiful. We're going to switch sides now. So pushing back up into our downward facing dog. Maybe you roll out that hip. Lifting up the left foot, bringing that left ankle to the right wrist. Extending up first and then lowering down, finding your version of half pigeon. If you are doing recline pigeon on your back, just switching sides. Just feeling whichever hip opener is serving you today. Taking one more inhale here. Releasing it out, and we're going to come out of our half pigeon now. And we're going to make our way to a comfortable seat, however you want to get there. If you're on your back in reclined pigeon, you can stay there. Let's just take a moment here in our practice to breathe. Taking 3 breaths together. Inhale. Exhale it out. Inhaling. Exhale it out. Inhale, this time sweeping arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Thank you so much for joining me today on your mats. We'll see you tomorrow for day 18 of the 25 days of yoga. Bye, everyone.